Skits. Welcome back. This is week 2 of Pandamania, and we are glad that you've joined us again. We got another great day planned for you. Today's Bible event is Elijah when he confronts the prophets of Baal. You'll find that in your Bible, and you're going to want to look that up in 1 Kings 18. Now, it's in the Old Testament, and it's about a third of the way through. So if you look it up now, you'll have it for later when you're going through the Bible story time. What a huge challenge Elijah had before him. There were all these people and him. But he had God on his side. I can't tell you, but can't wait till you find out what happened with Elijah. The Bible point today is God listens to you. Did you know that? God listens to you when you talk to him. He hears you. And our Bible verse for today comes from where? Psalm 139, that's right. Psalm 139, verse 4. You know what I'm going to say even before I say it, Lord. Psalm 139, 4. Let's do some motions that'll help you, okay? You know what I'm going to say even before I say it, Lord. Okay? That's pretty easy. Point up to God, because he knows, and then point out from your mouth, your words are coming out, and then make an L on your shoulder down to your waist. Okay, let's try it one more time. You know what I'm going to say even before I say it, Lord. Psalm 139, 4. Well, remember that verse. Hopefully you remember the one from last week too. Hey, it's time to sing. Get up. Let's go. See you later.
Hey, I want you to help me out on this song by singing real loud with me. And it goes like this. Well, if you're saved and you know it, say amen. Oh, whoa, wait a minute, listen, that's not loud enough. Now, get excited and let's try that again. Well, if you're saved and you know it, say amen. Amen. If you're saved and you know it, say amen. Amen. Well, if you're saved and you know it, then your life will surely show it. If you're saved and you know it, say amen. Amen. If you're saved and you know it, rub your nose. If you're saved and you know it, rub your nose. Don't pick it, just rub it. If you're saved and you know it, then your life will surely show it. If you're saved and you know it, rub your nose. Now, if you're saved and you know it, then rub your knee. If you're saved and you know it, rub your other knee. If you're saved and you know it, then your life will surely show it. If you're saved and you know it, rub both knees. If you're saved and you know it, wiggle your ears. If you're saved and you know it, then wiggle your ears. If you're saved and you know it, then your life will surely show it. If you're saved and you know it, wiggle both of them ears. If you're saved and you know it, say glory. If you're saved and you know it, say glory. If you're saved and you know it, then your life will surely show it. If you're saved and you know it, say glory. If you're saved and you know it, just whisper amen. If you're saved and you know it, whisper it again. If you're saved and you know it, then your love will surely show it. If you're saved and you know it, say amen. And rub your nose, and rub your knees, and wiggle your ears, and say glory, and say amen.
Oh, hey man, you scared me. I was just learning about how Elijah confronts the prophets of Baal. I think we're learning more about that today. It's really cool. But what are you doing?
Well, I'm practicing my roar.
Your roar?
Yeah. Since I've been hanging around the pandas a lot lately, I think that if I practice my roar, I'll fit in.
But Patty, pandas don't roar.
Sure they do. Roar!
But no, pandas They
whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop.
No, pandas don't.
They caw. Caw, caw, caw.
Pandas don't caw either. Pandas...
Seriously, what do pandas do?
Well, I'm trying to tell you, but you keep interrupting me.
Sorry.
Are you listening now?
Mm-hmm.
Pandas actually bark, kind of like a puppy dog. Here, let me share.
Can you play that louder? I need to listen more closely. Wow.
Patty, I could have helped you learn how pandas sound much quicker if you would have just listened to me.
I know. I need to work on listening.
Well, why don't you stick around today? Because today we're talking about the person that's the best listener of all. Do you guys know who's the best listener of all? God is the best listener of all.
Wow, that's super cool. And I think God likes the sound of pandas too.
Hi everyone. How is everyone doing today?
Good.
Good? All right. Well, today I want to talk about how God listens to us, and I'll tell you a cool story. Who is a character that you know that is totally fake? And how do you know it's fake? Maybe a cartoon or a movie character? Someone you're sure is fake.
SpongeBob, because sponges don't talk and don't wear pants.
Sponges don't wear pants. Thanks for naming those fake characters. You know, they're fake because they're just not real, and they don't have any real powers. It would be silly to actually believe in them, wouldn't it? But some people back in Bible times believed in a fake character named Blount. They even thought he was a god. How ridiculous is that? But there were a few people who followed God back then, and one of them was a prophet named Elijah. Prophets were people who heard God's voice and told others what God had to say, but sometimes people didn't want to hear God's message, and that got prophets in trouble. That's what happened to Elijah. He told the king back then, King Ahab, that God wasn't happy because Ahab was following a fake god, Baal. In fact, Elijah challenged the prophets who worshiped the fake god to a showdown atop of the mountain. A showdown. Let's see what it might have been like to have a showdown back then. Here's what happened. The 450 prophets of Baal piled up rocks to build an altar. An altar is kind of like a table. Then they killed a bull as a sacrifice and laid it on top of a big pile of wood at the altar. Elijah's challenge was this: if Baal sent fire from the heaven to burn up the sacrifice, it would prove that Baal was real. But if Elijah's God sent fire from the heaven to burn up the sacrifice, it would prove that Elijah's God was real. All morning, the 450 prophets of Baal called out to Baal to send fire. Elijah made fun of them. He said, if Baal is real, I don't think he's listening. Maybe he's taking a nap. The prophets danced and shouted. They shouted and danced, asking Baal to send fire. This went on for hours. And do you know what happened? Nothing. Nothing happened at all. No fire, not even a spark. That's because Baal was fake. He wasn't real. But then it was Elijah's turn to see what happened. God gave Elijah specific directions on how to prepare a sacrifice. Hold on, I have the specific directions here. Let's see. Number 1, we've got to build an altar in this gravel. Okay, we'll start with these stones. Can you girls help? I need 12 stones. That's how many Elijah used. Can you count them?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11, 12.
12.
All right, perfect. Now we need to dig a trench. That's kind of like a ditch, all the way around our stones. All the way around. Good. All right, now we need wood. Put wood on our stone altar. Right up top there for a good fire. Looking good. Ooh, thank you. Perfect. Now it's time to place the sacrifice. Since we are not in Old Testament times, we are not going to cut up a bull like they did. That would be gross. But in Elijah's time, a bull was very valuable. So I thought we could sacrifice something that's very valuable to us. Can you unwrap that and place it on our altar? Okay, I guess we're ready to ask God to send down the fire. So scoot back, scoot back. All right, we ready? Oh no, wait. First, Elijah did one more thing. He poured water on the sacrifice. When we want to put sticks on fire at camping, do we put water on it? No. Elijah did. Pour some water on there. Okay, all right, back up. You ready? Oh, wait, wait. Elijah wants more water. Okay, come on. Pour some more water on there. Get it good and wet. Okay, are we ready now?
Yeah.
Wait, the Bible tells us that Elijah wants us to put more water on. Put it all on there. Fill her up. Perfect. All right, now here's what happened next.
Stop! Everyone stay calm.
Hey, what are you doing? You scared us.
Can't be too careful. You know what happened when Elijah built an altar like that?
You mean when Elijah prayed, and boy did God listen, and fire came from the sky and burned up the sacrifice. In fact, the fire was so intense that it burned up all the wood and the rocks and stones too.
Yes, you can't have a fire like that here. It's a safety violation.
All right, we'll be careful.
Good. No fire. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
All right, well, I guess in today's true Bible adventure, Elijah prayed over his sacrifice and God listened to him. God sent fire strong enough to burn the sacrifice of wood, the stones, and even the water. And the people watching couldn't help but believe in God. They fell on their faces crying, "The Lord, He is God." They said, God really listened when Elijah prayed. Elijah called out to God, and God listened to him. And God listens to you too. Thank you, God. God may not send fire, but God always listens to us. Remember, God made you, and God listens to you, and He knows exactly what you need. Thank you, God. All right, guys, have a good week.
Hey, do you remember the verse that you learned at the beginning with me? Let's do it, okay? You know what I'm going to say even before I say it, Lord. Psalm 139:4. Great job. Good practicing. Hey, how thankful was Elijah that God heard him when He called on him. That was a great Bible event, wasn't it? Well, today's activity is actually an experiment. So when you get out week 2, everything you need to make it is right there. I hope you have fun building it and that you have fun catapulting things. That's a little clue for you. Hey, think this week, how will God use you to catapult God's love into someone else's life? See you next week.
Good morning, kids. We are again excited that you were able to join with us for week 2 of our virtual vacation Bible school. And before we finish for this morning, we once again would like that you could pray with us this morning. If you would please pray. Gracious and holy God, we thank you that you hear us, that you listen to us, that you created us to be in relationship with you. And so, Lord, let us be reminded that no matter what it is that we may be going through, no matter whether they're good things or bad things, whether we feel alone or whether we're surrounded by family and friends, we can talk to you because you listen, because you love us, because you are here for us in all ways and at all times. So Lord, again, we thank you. We thank you for that listening ear that you lend to us. We thank you for that heart full of love that you give to us. In your holy name, amen.